Can I help you?
Oh, yeah. Hi. I'm Evelyn from downstairs.
Did you knock a while ago?
I did. I have a huge favor to ask.
You just been sitting out here, or?
Well, my oven stopped working downstairs, and I have this lovely quiche that's been thawing from my freezer, and I have family coming. Anyway, I was just hoping, can I?
Really lovely piece that very much crept up on me as an audience member. Felt very unassuming at first, just a regular day in the life of having a newborn. And then underneath the surface, kind of percolating, were these uneasy tensions of suspicion of another being invited into the home, of invasion, of possessiveness, of doubts of whether she's doing the mothering thing right or wrong. Um, and then that opened up into really lovely themes of community and support, and sometimes the creative ways that we have to use to make contact and make connections. And I think this was very much carried by the pacing that had confidence in these performances to carry it through, which they absolutely did. It was also so wonderful to see Linda Cash just in all of her thoughts moving through, and those moments of silence. So very much loved this piece.
I was very unsure of the intentions of this woman who was breaking a lot of social rules, a lot of boundaries of this mother, and forcing her way into her home and kind of poking through her things a little bit, despite her, clearly being not open to this. But there were some context clues that were given throughout, which I thought was really creative. And one of those was handing the baby over to her. I think motherly instinct, but also as a plot point. If this woman was dangerous, it just wouldn't have happened. And so I think that was kind of like a cue from the filmmakers to say, this is a safe person. Even though there was just so many question marks. And I thought the ending was just so satisfying, because it wasn't, okay, like, thanks for checking in on me, and now we're friends, and now we're going to be all friendly. There was still apprehension. There was still so much tension between them. But it was kind of like this, I'm going to give you love, and I'm going to show up for you whether you want it or not, because I know that you need it, because I've seen you and I know you're struggling and you know you're struggling. And if somebody doesn't force you to like sit down and take time for yourself and eat, then you're just not going to do it. So it kind of also touches on the kindness of strangers and the importance of community. The struggles of being a single parent. There's so many things in this short film that I think it just does so well. The actresses were absolutely fantastic. I thought it was shot beautifully. The lighting was gorgeous. There were just so many things that I loved about this film.
It really keeps you guessing with its excellent writing. As a viewer, I wasn't quite sure the motivation of the visitor with the quiche. I was not sure whether to trust her throughout. The direction was excellent with the use of lots of awkward pausing and silences. I really liked the performances of the two leads, so understated. I'm actually a big Linda Cash fan from Best in Show and other roles. The small, rather cramped apartment worked well for the feeling of this piece. It was very believable that a nearby neighbor would feel free to observe and then drop by.
I really like the choice to do handheld, but not like extensively shaky, like not like overly shaky, but just like handheld, just to give it that vibe of tension. I thought the performances were really great. I really felt it. I really was drawn in.
It was just this idea of you don't have to be alone. But I'm not gonna impose more than I already have. Like, I'm just gonna sit here in basically silent companionship, and I'm just gonna be a presence near you while you just sit and eat, and that's all it has to be. It doesn't have to be, us talking about whatever is making you so sad. It doesn't have to be us talking at all, even if, you know, it's not about that, but it's about something else. I think it's such a lovely idea and can be so helpful when people are struggling, especially struggling with letting other people in and talking about things and, you know, kind of managing their emotions like that. I think it can be so helpful, this idea of not forcing them to talk about whatever's bothering them, not forcing them to talk about anything else, but just simply being there, just being a physical presence there. And I thought they did this so, so well.
I thought that they did an awesome job in selecting music. I loved the song, like right at the very beginning. Really nice cinematography, the way that they set up their shots. I think that the actors did a fantastic job. Both of the actors were incredibly believable. They were very, very genuine. You kind of got wrapped up in this story, and the story was told very well.
That show the relationship between two characters, and it goes beyond the quiche in a really lovely way.